Getting caught in a snow squall while driving can be a scary experience. Tonight, our Lisa Sugar talks with James May from PennDOT about what you should do in that situation.
Well, we're all hoping that spring is just around the corner, but unfortunately, Old Man Winter is still hanging on. Are you prepared in case you happen to get stuck while you're out driving around? Well, we thought we'd get some expert advice from our good friend James May from PennDOT, who is back in our studios again. Unfortunately, we need to be prepared because we've been hearing a lot recently about snow squalls.
I don't remember hearing a lot about snow squalls when I was younger or even a few years ago, and I don't know if this is just sort of the storm du jour, the storm of the day that we're talking about these days, or if we're getting more of them, or it might be that we're more aware of them just with technology that's taking place. But we have had a number of very, very serious snow squalls recently. And just so the public understands, when we talk about a snow squall, what we're talking about is not a major storm that comes into the area where we say we're going to be getting 3 inches of snow across all of northeastern Pennsylvania. These tend to be very isolated storms that come up very suddenly. Many times they are accompanied with a lot of wind that takes the snow across the interstate or the road that you're driving on. And many times there is extreme reduced visibility. And so that's what we've seen with these. It's not just it starts snowing outside, but there's a very isolated, severe storm that comes in one location. When this happens, we've had these come up on Interstate 80 recently, where we had a number of crashes out there. There were some on Interstate 81. And so when they come up, what we're finding is that people oftentimes panic because all of a sudden you're driving down the interstate, you drive into one of these, and your visibility is reduced so much that we're finding people are just stopping in the middle of the interstates. And oftentimes the crashes occur because they're stopped on the interstate, somebody comes up behind them, rear ends them, runs into the back of them, and then it just becomes this chain pile up because people can't see where they're going and they just end up running into the car ahead of them. One of the best things you can do is sign up for the alerts. I know a lot of people are getting alerts. They almost sound like the Amber Alerts that the National Weather Service is now sending those out ahead of time, warning people of these. So if you get those, or if you can sign up for those, that's good because it'll give you an idea that, be prepared. There might be one of these ahead and kind of thinking along the lines before you get there. If you do come into one of these, do your best to slow down, put your hazards on, pull off the side of the road as far as you can so that you're not stopping in the interstate. I know that's difficult because the visibility is reduced so much, but as much as possible, slow down without completely stopping and slowly, calmly, gently move to the side of the road, get off the road as far as you can so that you don't create that backup behind you.
This is like, I guess, the same advice if you were running into dense fog.
With fog, it's more that you're driving into it and you can see it. With these, many times you're driving into it while it's driving into you, and so these seem to come on much more sudden because of that. And people have given reports of these that you're driving down. And the irony with these is many times it's sunny somewhere else, and so you might be driving along and it's still kind of cold at 33 degrees or so, and it's cold and it's sunny, and all of a sudden you drive into one of these and your visibility is just completely gone. And so when that happens, it's really important to, again, slow down, pull off the road as much as you can, and get those alerts ahead of time so you can be prepared. With these or with major snowstorms, it's great to have that emergency kit in your car. Put that in there, think through what are the items that I need if I am stuck alongside the road, if I'm stranded. And also a good time to make sure that your car is in good working condition. Make sure your headlights are working, your windshield wipers are working.
Hopefully we don't see any snow squalls, but if we do, you'll know what to do.